And welcome back. We got another episode of Sarcasm Speaks. I'm here with Bob. It's the two of us. Jamie's on the couch. He's Jamie, would you say surviving or thriving?
Survive.
Surviving? Yeah, okay, that's fair. I think it's probably across the board right now. Kind of fucking tired. And you just said that, but that was before we were on air.
We're not talking about being tired. We're not doing this.
Is this because you're tired?
No, because
you're
it's
being
fucking
bitchy?
stupid. Like, no one wants to hear. I'm tired today. Oh my god, tell me more. Please tell me more about how you're tired. Everyone's fucking tired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's part of the conversation.
There's a conversation that no one wants to listen to.
Well,
I don't even want to be a part of it, let alone that someone wants to listen to it.
Wow.
They can. Wow. Okay. Hey,
Hold
Jamie.
on. Ask the $1 million question.
Jamie.
Who pissed in your Cheerios?
What?
Have I fucking discussed that?
Jamie.
Yes, sir.
You want to hop on?
Fuck no. I'm tired.
Have I gone on my rant about that?
What?
The pissing the Cheerios thing?
I don't know.
Okay, good. So probably haven't. So the phenomenon is, anytime you, God forbid, don't give someone an answer they want, someone takes it as though you're pissed at them or you're in a horrible mood or something. And then the automatic response, and this is what you get with dealing with fucking kids, is come in, hey, why are you late to my class? Why aren't you fucking moving? Why aren't you getting going? Like, why aren't you, like, doing this shit? Oh, jeez, who pissed in your Cheerios this morning? You know what, motherfucker? No one pissed in my fucking Cheerios this morning.
I don't need
and
Cheerios.
And don't use that as a fucking excuse for someone giving you either some type of kickback or criticism or critique or whatever. But that's what they always go with when I start bitching at them about, like, not doing the things that they're supposed to be doing. Oh, who pissed in your Cheerios? Fucking ask me that again. And then and then the answer will be you. You will have pissed in my Cheerios, and I'm gonna fucking make you pay for it. It drives me fucking crazy. The high school kids and the who pissed in your Cheerios.
Yeah.
That anytime you try to give them any little bit of criticism, because we all know they can't handle it.
No.
So then automatically, by me being unhappy that they're either like late to my group or they didn't sign up for the group. Oh, who pissed in your Cheerios? I'm gonna fucking kill all of you.
So, you're starting the show out on a very cunty note. I must say.
Yeah. Dude, you tried to open it on a talk about, I'm kind of tired, man. Like, dude, no one cares. Everybody's tired.
Just trying to have a conversation.
Yeah. Being tired is not one of them. It's like people who are sick in the winter. Oh, please tell me more about how you're sick. No one cares.
Hey, sure. You can feel that way.
Go ahead. Ask me the $1 million question.
What's the next $1 million question?
No, that's it. The $1 million question. Who pissed in your Cheerios? Because
Have we
you actually
just
haven't actually asked me that yet.
Why would I when you just explained?
Well, I went on my rant about how I don't like it, but
Yeah.
you also haven't asked it to me yet.
Well, I'm not going to.
Oh, that's so strange. It's every time I criticize anyone, I get that fucking stupid ass question. So weird. What a plot twist 5 minutes into the show.
I'm just gonna tell you that you're being a cunt.
Yeah. See, that's also another one. The kids usually don't call me a cunt because God, if they did, I'd probably just kick them out. Like I wouldn't even make them do anything. That's another one. Because what a normal response would be, yeah, okay, I come at you because I just am no, everything I say sounds way more abrasive than it actually is. But really, did you think starting out with a kind of tired, man? Like, do you think that's gonna be like made for? It's the opening thing. The opening thing. If someone's gonna listen to this and someone's gonna pick it up and they're gonna hear it's like, oh, these guys are gonna talk about them being tired. It's not what I want to listen to.
So turn it off.
Yeah, I know, but we didn't even give them a chance. Like, that's not even a fair...
Well, we just spent 5 minutes arguing about, well, mostly you diatribing and me just kind of calling you a cunt, but that was just 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Cool. So, it's, we're balls deep in fucking Shaq week, and I love this fucking week. This is my, I don't want to say my favorite week, because because that's a little, what's the word? Hyperbolic. But Shark Week is fucking great.
Shark Week is overplayed. And it's
Here
not.
we fucking go.
Go ahead, ask me the $1 million question.
Just fucking go.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm being the fucking cunt. You're being a fucking cunt about this. Because
What
I
were
have
you
a
gonna
fucking
say?
perfectly valid counterpoint. There's nothing wrong with Shark Week, but when people start to go, like, people make it seem like something it's not. Now, Shark Week, it's good. It's
Yeah.
interesting. The stuff is good.
Yeah.
My lord, people make it into a holiday. Like,
Well,
people,
yeah.
like, call out of work for this shit.
Do they really?
Yes.
Alright. See, now I wasn't aware of that.
See?
I enjoy-
See?
I
You
enjoy-
snapped at me.
I enjoy Shark Week.
You snapped at me.
I
And I had a
don't-
perfectly valid
I don't
counterpoint.
look at it as a fucking holiday.
Yeah, I heard someone who called out for the first day of Shark Week.
Wow, how old were they? Fucking 17?
It was me.
I don't know, 29?
What? Who the fuck does that?
I don't know. Social media people. No, it's on my Facebook.
Oh. Well, we all know Facebook is a fucking collection of fucking idiots.
Facebook's a weird space.
Yeah, it's old people bitching about politics and young people fucking bitching about life. Oh, it's fucking stupid. People just bitch about dumb shit.
Yeah.
Alright, so anyway. It's fucking Shark Week, dude.
Yeah.
This is actually the first Shark Week that I've probably watched in like 4 or 5 years. I used to love it when I was a kid, and then I got to probably the only reason why I actually enjoy it this year is because I haven't watched it in like 4 or 5 years. Because watching it every single year, you start to realize that they just repeat the same shit over.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I don't actually watch Shark Week.
Yeah.
Or I never actually have.
Yeah.
Does it ever change?
I mean, little things do here and there.
Sorry. I meant literally. Does the content change, or do they just play the same stuff?
Oh yeah, no. Content changes.
Okay.
But I would say anywhere from like 30 to 40% of it is the same from year to year. So like, 3 or 4 years later, it might be completely different. But like from 1 year to the next year, there is a little bit of overlap.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Because
I
I
wasn't
remember-
sure. I didn't know if there was say there was like a documentary on the Cape or something.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know if they would just replay it year to
No.
year.
Yeah, I mean, they might. But I wouldn't know this year. Because it's the first one in fucking forever. But I love the dumb shit. Like, we were just watching it, and they dropped a fucking dead cow in the water, and there was like 10 tiger sharks all around them. And they're on the bottom of the fucking, the ocean floor, which isn't obviously that deep. But all of a sudden, like, the tiger sharks start circling them and like looking at them, and they're like, oh no, what are we gonna do? It's like, what the fuck did you guys think was gonna happen? You were just gonna like go hang out like 20 fucking yards from a school of fucking tiger sharks, and they were just gonna like completely ignore you?
That's what I found fascinating yesterday. It was like they went to shark-infested waters, they baited the waters,
Right.
and then they were like, "Whoa, wow, the shark's here." It's like, well, wasn't that the point?
Yeah. Like, that's the whole point. Like, you're trying to see the sharks, right? Like, you know how to get them there, so when they get there, why are you surprised?
It's like, yeah, it's like, wow, there's sharks here.
Yeah.
This is so crazy. How'd they get there?
Yeah. Who?
Fucking
It's magic.
searching for sharks and you found them. It's like
Yeah.
looking for answers.
But what I will say though is, we got our vacation next weekend. We're going to the Cape, and that's a big nope for me for going in the fucking water. I mean,
Anywhere?
I'll go in the water, but like, I'm probably gonna call it at like waist deep.
Like anywhere?
What?
Or just like
No. Yeah, like if we're on the Cape, any ocean, waist deep. That's it for me. I'm not going swimming. Fuck that. I don't fuck with
is
sharks.
there a difference on sides of the Cape? Like you're not specifying one side of the Cape versus the other, right?
No, I don't care. As long as we are over the bridge, I will not go swimming deeper than my waist. I'm not fucking around. that's their fucking territory. I told you, shark comes on land, I'm gonna fuck that thing up. You come into my land, I'm gonna fuck you up.
I would
You're a
hope so. It's a
bitch.
fucking fish.
You're a fucking bitch. But if I go in your territory, I don't stand a chance.
Someone called into the sports hub asking who would win the fight, a shark or Ted Johnson. Zolak. It's like, where are they fighting? In the water. It's like,
The
the
shark.
shark. All three, like both of them were like, yeah, the shark.
Yeah, that's where the thing fucking lives. That's what I mean. Shark. If I said this actually yesterday. I don't know, all my days went together. I think it was yesterday. We were watching some fucking Shark Week thing, and I was like, you know what? I hope while we're on the Cape, a shark fucking beaches itself and gets stuck there, because I will go over and I will talk so much shit to that fucking thing, but I ain't getting in the water with it. Fuck that.
So if a giant great white, or
Yeah.
just even like a great white, 'cause
Yeah.
I think that implies giant.
I guess.
Or whatever. I don't know. I don't know anything about fucking sharks, so whatever.
I think
So
the
if one-
average
if-
great white's like 15 feet long.
I mean, I guess that's pretty big.
It's pretty big.
If one of them beaches itself, do they kill it or do they leave it there? Which I also don't know how. I don't know how it would even beach itself in the first place unless it was hurt.
Yeah, I honestly don't know either.
Like, do you throw it back?
Just grab it by the fucking tail and just.
What's the
toss.
fishing game rules on this?
Yeah, I
on
don't
a
know.
beach shark.
I have no idea.
What kind of shark?
Is it like
We're having shark for dinner. Those are the rules.
let's say, is it like a deer? Like if you find it on the side of the road, there's a list.
Yeah. Hey,
It's like if there's a shark on the beach, is there a list,
I don't know. We should
or is it first come?
start a list. I am for sure gonna. Well, I'm gonna make sure it's dead first. I'm gonna like throw a rock at it.
Well, no, you could also kill it. Like just start gutting.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's fine. But I'm saying like if it's dead, I'm for sure gonna climb on top of the thing and have someone take a picture and be like, "Who's the bitch now?" You're in my world, bitch. You can't even fucking breathe.
So one, I immediately thought of the new guy,
Yes, that's.
and then two,
Yep.
you're gonna. I still think it's fascinating that you're gonna tough talk and take pictures of a shark that beached itself.
Yep. Absolutely.
I mean, you're really gonna show him who's boss.
That's right. I will.
That's it. Hey, that assumes we even make it to the beach this year.
That's.
We didn't even make it last year.
Did we?
No.
Wow.
And
We were really close to the beach last year too. I don't think we're at. Well, I mean, it's the fucking. It's the Cape. You drive anywhere for 15 minutes and you're gonna hit fucking ocean. But I don't think we're as close this year as we were last year.
going to the beach is a lot of work too.
Yeah. We also have a couple friends that just don't like the beach for whatever reason, because they're our friends. But I feel like that always plays a factor into it. There's like two people that are like, yeah, I don't like the beach. It's like, okay.
I'm indifferent to the beach. I think the worst part is I've already been to the beach twice this year, which is like a million times more than I've been like,
Infinitely.
the last couple. So I'm gonna be very like, I'm actually gonna be completely indifferent,
Yeah.
and then I could see that being a problem for getting people to go.
But I also feel like we're getting to the point now where, like, if 3 people want to go do something and like 5 people like don't, just let them go. You know what I mean? Like, or vice versa. You know, like if 5 of us want to go to the beach and there's like 2 or 3 people that don't want to go, all right, that's cool, guys. Like, you can, I don't know, go do something else. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna, I don't know. Like, I feel like we're past the point of like, well, guys, we have to do everything that everybody wants. We're a democracy here. Let's all get along. Like, no, like if
I've never thought like that.
no, but
I
like,
actually,
well,
truthfully,
you have done whatever you like last year. Granted, it was because you were too hungover. But last year, when we all went out, you were like, yeah, no, I'm not going out, and you stayed back.
Yep.
And that's fine. But like nobody else really does that. Everyone does the whole like, well, 3 of us want to go here, 4 people want to go to like the downtown area, and like, I don't know, everyone wants to go to Trader Ed's, but like, we've been there yesterday. Like, we do that whole fucking thing. It's like, how about you just go
it's
where you
amazing.
want to go?
I guess the best part is I'm never in on those conversations.
Yeah.
I've literally never been a part of any of this.
Yeah.
Which is phenomenal.
And I think I'm finally at the point now where I'm just like, hey, I want to go over here, so I'm gonna fucking do it. Anybody that wants to come with me, you're more than welcome. If not, I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
That's the thing. If you guys want to go to the beach and I don't, I'm just gonna go fucking golfing.
Yeah, like you just figure it out.
Trip and fall and find a golf course.
Right, right. So it's not the end of the world. But I'm sure there are people listening. They're like, "Oh my god, we do that too." Like it's so fucking frustrating. It is. It is. Because especially when you have, because there's 8 of us, like you're not going to be able to get 8 people on the same page.
No, especially when one's the most stubborn prick in the entire world. It's like that's the thing is like I'm open to going to the beach, but like when you guys want to go, I might just not want to.
Yeah.
And then it's like now I'm just like cracking the fucking faction.
Right. Right.
Or it could be one of those things where it's like, well, I don't mind going to the beach, but I don't feel like putting sunscreen on.
Honestly, though, it's better that you do something like that because then that opens up the door for the other people that don't like the beach to actually be like, oh, that's okay, I'll hang back with dads.
The only problem is I don't know if they realize that I'm gonna do nothing in its.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, we'll do something else. It's like, ooh, I did not say that.
I just said I'm not going to the beach.
I didn't say I had an alternative or I was gonna do something better. I just said I wasn't going. Actually, I have a tea time, so good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it. I mean, it's gonna be fun. Like, that's the other thing, too. Like, for some reason, there was some sort of fucking contention with the fucking house this year, too. Like, where we were gonna go and where it was gonna be.
Yeah, but we know. No, it's not for some reason. We know the reason.
Yeah. But
it's not right in the heart of fucking Hyannis.
Right, because it's not near anything. Like, so as it always comes down, well, not always. I don't want to say always. The last 2 years, right? Not 3. Just the last 2 years. It's been up to me to book the house. So last year, I did the whole thing. Where do you guys want to go? Here's this house. Here's that house. I sent like 2, 3 houses, and we all fucking took a vote. And we were all like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. And then this year, I found 3. I sent them to everybody, and I was like, I'm thinking about doing this house. And everyone else was like, well, what about that one? Because that one's in Hyannis. Where we're staying is in Mashpee. And I was like, yeah, but the one in Hyannis has a smaller yard, and there's houses all around. It's in like a legitimate neighborhood. The one in Mashpee is on the plot is on an acre. So there is literally nobody fucking around us at all for 1 acre. And so like I would assume theoretically the nearest neighbor would be like a half acre away or a quarter acre. I don't know how it fucking works out, but like they're not that close. And everyone was like, yeah, but like what's in Mashpee? To which my response was, I don't care. I'm sure we'll find something. And also it's probably a 20-minute Uber to Hyannis because it's the fucking Cape. It's not that big. So I just went ahead and booked the house in Mashpee because I was like, fuck it, I don't care. And it was cheaper. Because if it's going on my fucking credit card,
Yeah.
and I'm paying for it, I mean, granted until everyone pays me back, but like I'm getting that.
Yeah, well, I also remember it was cheaper, it slept more, it was bigger.
Yeah, it did. It did sleep more people too.
And it was off the beaten path.
Right, because our asshole friends, if you guys have been listening long enough, you've encountered, you've met all of them if you've been listening long enough. Even Bill, he's been on twice, I think. We do not need to be anywhere near civilization when you get all 8 of us in the same spot. Like grouped off in 3, 4, 5 would be whatever. Like we could pull it together. Like when you get all 8 of us together for 4 days, you don't want us near any kind of civilization. There's nothing good that's gonna happen.
Not one good thing.
So, I mean, fuck it.
By the way, there is shit to do in Mashpee.
Oh yeah, there's plenty to do in Mashpee.
It's just not gonna be what Hyannis is.
Right. And one of the nights or fucking every night if they want. Again, don't care. If you guys want to get an Uber to Hyannis every night, again, I'm sure it's probably a $25 fucking Uber.
Well, I would say I also called in. I called in the bat signal for the pro at Sharon, so he might be able to get me on a fancy golf course.
Nice.
So that might take me out of commission one night too, which is gonna be even better. Oh, what do you want to do? I'm gonna sit here. Just right here.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're just gonna hang out, I'll hang with you. I go, you sure? Because
I literally just hanging out.
I'm just gonna sit here.
Just gonna watch TV.
Pretty much.
That's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. We always have fun. Like, and it's always one of those things like leading up to it. It's like, I don't know, like, what's that? And it's like we always have fun. We never don't have a good time. No matter how fucking bitchy people get or fucking whatever.
Dude, no one gets that bad. Everyone just gets bad like that behind people's backs and in the lead up to, like, trying to make decisions. That's all that happens. It's fucking catty bullshit.
Yeah. Well, I heard this the other day and then I saw it. I had to fucking find the video. But did you hear about what Jalen Ramsey did?
Yeah, he showed up to camp in a fucking Brinks truck, right?
Yeah.
Or an armored car.
Yeah. So he showed up in an armored car, and it was like painted with like some sort of fucking logo on it. Like, I don't think it outright said "pay me," but like it was an old armored car that he drove up. He got out of the back of it into when he showed up to fucking Jaguars practice, like on the first day. And he just like walked out and was like, "Yeah, I want these fuckers to pay me." I was like, "All right, dude. Like, good for you."
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he's on the record saying it can be a discount for anybody.
Right. Which, I know last year, I think statistically, he didn't have the greatest year.
Yeah, on a fucking 4-12 team.
Yeah, but the year before that, I think he was ranked the #1 corner in the league.
Yeah, it's Gilmore right now.
Yeah, last year
Wait.
was Stephon Gilmore.
I'm gonna get to that. But
Is it true Antonio Brown showed up in a hot air balloon?
What'd you say, G?
AB showed up in a hot air balloon, I heard.
Oh, I don't know.
yeah, Antonio Brown, he might have showed up in a hot air balloon. He was somehow involved in a hot air balloon. He also
He's
was.
a fucking clown.
He also was a non-participant at the beginning of camp.
Okay.
I don't know if it was injury, personal reasons, hot air balloon, burns. I don't know.
What the fuck? Yeah, and then because people were freaking out. I say freaking out, but they weren't freaking out. But they were talking shit on Twitter about Michael Bennett missing camp. He missed like the first 3 days of camp.
Yeah.
And then he showed up, and he said it was like everyone said it was an excused absence or whatever. And like they interviewed him and they asked him, and he just said family comes first. So now everyone's like, "Oh, what's going on?" Like, Belichick's changing. It's like, no,
Well, Belichick is changing.
Yeah.
Because he has to.
right, but like,
And because he can.
right, but again, if like God forbid, like his kid was sick or like something happened to his wife or like someone in his family was sick or something happened, like what normal person isn't going to be like, yeah, hey man, you don't have to be here for the first 3 days of camp. Like, take care of your family. Like, do what you got to do. Come back. It's like the middle of July. You know, like it's not fucking, you know, we're not getting ready to go play the Super Bowl. Like, it's fucking July.
Yeah, well, it's like the same thing as last year, like canceling practices and making things easy and cutting camp short. So everyone's like, "Oh, Belichick's changing." Well, it's like, yeah, he has to.
Right.
He can't coach the same way he coached in fucking 2003.
Right. It's different people. It's a different time.
It's fucking different world.
Yeah.
Different world, different players.
Yeah, absolutely.
Different everything.
world.
Well, he's also got 6 Super Bowls, so it's like he doesn't need to prove anything.
True.
So he doesn't need to be an extra bit of a hard ass to be like, well, you know, I want the respect that you've already got it done.
Yeah.
Done deal there.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like players are different.
Yeah.
They're
No,
not-
they all.
You're gonna
yeah.
get way more guys that don't respond to being a hard ass versus guys that will be like kind of motivated by that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, looking at all like the young guys in the league now, like they're all, no,
You think any of the draft picks asked Bill who pissed in his Cheerios in the morning? You think they asked that?
Definitely not.
They'd probably mumble it amongst themselves though. I feel like that's like the new thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we did that in high school. We used to fucking bitch about the coaches all the time.
Oh no! I'm talking about the specific term.
Oh. I mean,
the phrase.
probably.
They must.
Yeah. We should say like who's shitting your cornflakes. I think I like that better.
So I think the only reason they don't say that one, because it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Is they can't get away with saying that to like a teacher or something. Because there's a blatant swear.
Who pooed in your cornflakes?
Yeah, see, that doesn't have the same effect.
Who pooped in your Cocoa Puffs?
Yeah, still not the same effect.
That would be a good way to hide it. Pooping in Cocoa Puffs. If it's like little rabbit shits.
By the way, how good was Captain Crunch?
Oh my god.
Despite it just absolutely shredding your mouth to pieces.
An unpopular take here. Not a big Captain Crunch guy.
What?
Go on.
I wasn't a big, like, fruity cereal guy.
Captain Crunch is not fruity.
It's not fruity.
I just never got into it. I don't know, what was it? What the fuck was Captain Crunch?
It was like a corn flake.
Yeah, I mean, like
Corn?
all cereal, it's corn and shit.
No, I was, I liked Lucky Charms, Cocoa Puffs, and Frosted Cheerios. Those were like my three go-tos. Actually, Cinnamon Toast Crunch was.
Well, I mean, that's yeah. Anyone who doesn't like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
I don't. You know what? I don't even have anything witty or good.
Yeah.
I just like it. It's almost like in Not Another Teen Movie when the kid's like, well, that is appalling. It's like, I can't believe no one's taking a dump on your chest. Like, that was my immediate reaction, like how like grossed out that dude was that no one had taken a dump on her chest. If someone was to tell me
that they
didn't like
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. No, I mean, I would probably put Cinnamon Toast Crunch with 1A, 1B with Cocoa Puffs.
Did you ever eat? So I did this in college. I didn't do this as a kid because whatever. I think sociopathic tendencies come out later.
Yeah.
Did you ever just buy a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and like on the fly
Eat
it out of the box?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
In one sitting?
No, not in one sitting.
Okay.
But yes, I've just eaten it dry on the fly. Yes.
Okay. Like carrying the box with you.
Oh yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Like you didn't put it in a bowl first.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Like carried it around the house, just fucking sticking my hand in, like eating it by the handful.
Yeah. Well, again, so
Eating it like chips, like a bag of chips.
yeah, I was also forced into some sociopathic type of tendencies because I couldn't drink milk.
Oh, that's
So
right.
I had to eat cereal dry.
That's right.
So I'm not trying to be a bad person.
That's
it was,
right. Almond milk
I had a-
didn't exist when we were
I had
kids.
I had a doctor's note on that one.
It wasn't invented yet.
Yeah, I had medical clearance to eat dry cereal.
How funny is that though? That
So my cereal experiences
When we were
could have
kids-
dramatically changed.
but when we were kids, like if you asked someone for almond milk, they would be like, "What the fuck is that?"
It used to be you used to have to take a lactate pill,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and they didn't work that good.
No.
I still felt terrible.
Yeah, yeah. So like, but how nuts is that? Just in the last 10 years, if you think about that. So anyone that's listening that's like, older than fucking 12, think about 10 years
If
ago.
you're younger than 12, why are you
What?
listening to
Who is
this?
allowing you to fucking listen to this?
Your parental supervision is highly questionable.
But I don't hate it. keep listening. So just 10 years ago, if you looked at the dairy section in a grocery store, it was just all milk. It was whole milk, 2% milk, 1% milk, skim milk.
And you got different brands, that was it.
That was it, and it was all different brands. Then like maybe you got like a shitty fucking off-brand like almond milk that came in.
Dude, I don't remember.
But that might have been like college.
I remember into high school, like the first one that came out was Silk, the soy milk.
Yes. Yeah. Soy milk was
And the
first.
soy milk was
actually.
probably mid 2000s. I mean, it was out there. but
Yeah.
like I don't think it was really
Right.
popular.
Right.
But also like plain soy milk was like undrinkable.
Oh yeah.
So like when they came out with like a vanilla one, it was like, okay, I can drink this.
Yeah. And then now, fast forward 10 years, you go to a grocery store in the dairy section. The section of non-milk milks is probably bigger than the actual milk.
Yeah.
There's fucking almond milk,
Cashew.
milk, fucking coconut milk. There's almond and cashew blend. Then you got almond breeze. You've got fucking, what's the other one? California something or Khalifa something. And then there's fucking Silk is still out there. You got all kinds of crazy
Plus
fucking shit.
The off brands.
Right.
Plus you have just straight up lactated milk.
Yep. And then they have flavors. So it's like you have your almond breeze, almond milk, and then you have almond breeze vanilla, and then it's almond
Unsweetened vanilla.
Unsweetened vanilla. You know what I mean? Like
And
there's
it's like coconut.
yeah, and then there's coconut unsweetened. Like it's the amount of fucking non-dairy milk that exists right now is bananas.
Do you ever hear that all almond milk is like seaweed and water?
Is it really?
Like some of like the not so like.
Well, I know it's not really white. They
No.
add some sort of like potassium or calcium citrate or something to it to turn it white.
Yeah, I would say I don't exactly know how it's made, but I think some of them are like seaweed and shit.
I thought I heard. Well, I had just assumed this entire time they just took fucking almonds and cashews and shit and fucking ground them up, and you did almost like coffee.
If you get like your
Like you let it steep.
if you get your
And
real
then
brands,
it drops through.
yeah. So typically what
and
you do,
collect the water, and then they add whatever shit to the water to turn it white.
yeah. So typically that's how it would be done, and you can do it at home like that.
Yeah.
But I think like some of the cheaper brands or like some of like the more mass-produced ones, I don't think they even have anything to do with an almond.
That's awesome.
I mean, we'd have to check out like what's going on at Big Almond Milk, but
We're gonna get a cease and desist letter.
Big Almond Milk's
Yeah.
watching us. Indiana is Indiana a bunch of Big Almond Milk spies?
Yeah, I don't know. We got a ton of listeners in Indiana now though, so you guys gotta let us know.
And if any of you listeners are a member at the French Lake Golf Course, actually no, that course is public. If any of you guys want to go play golf there, let me know. I think it's the Pete Dye course. That guy's a fucking madman, but yeah, I think I heard something like that. Like, and I don't know if it was like a company got sued over it and it's changed, but
Yeah,
I'm buying into it.
it's interesting.
I'm buying, or I'm at least buying into like cheaper almond milks have nothing to do with almonds.
Yeah, I mean, all big businesses are just looking to cut corners and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it used to be like if you didn't want milk, you had to like get goat milk or something. Which I don't even know if that exists.
I just remember the pills. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, you drink the pill, or you take the pill, and then you can eat whatever you want. And it's like, oh my god, I still feel awful.
Yeah.
Like these pills don't even fucking work.
Yeah. Huh. Fucking. That's. Oh, speaking of, this is something. So, we both actually noticed this at the same time because you said you wanted to talk about it, and I also wanted to talk about it. Speaking of grocery stores, great segue. Well, I want you to go first. What's your thing about grapes?
It's the cotton candy grapes.
Yeah.
So I had some.
Okay.
So I've never heard of them until this year.
Right. They've been plastered all over Market Basket. I just saw them the other day when I went.
Yeah, so I don't know where they came from. I don't know their deal, but I just heard of them this year.
Yes.
And I had one. And they too taste like cotton candy.
Do they really?
Yes, they do. So,
That can't be good.
like tasting?
No, I mean like, what do they do to the grapes to get them to taste like cotton candy?
Oh, I have no clue. It's probably fucking, they just came all over the plants or something. That's what it is. When the grape plant, you know, breeds with the semen, it makes for cotton candy. Or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Why not? But I don't know. I'm sure they just fuck with it. So and it really, truthfully, it's just like a sweeter grape,
Yeah.
but it does taste like cotton candy.
Shit.
So I guess if we were to say like, I'm gonna give you 5 different grapes. They're all green grapes.
Okay.
And I want you to like tell me what each one tastes like. Say 2 weeks ago. I don't know if I would have answered cotton candy. I might have.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's because someone told me they're cotton candy grapes and I'm like, oh shit, this tastes like cotton candy.
Yeah.
But they actually do.
Huh.
So they actually, in my opinion, live up to the hype of
Really?
what they are.
Okay. Well,
Because
because
usually
you tasted them.
Usually you get something and it's like, oh, this tastes. You know what? It's beer. Beer is my biggest one.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, this tastes like.
Unless it's a fucking stout or something. 'cause
Even
that'll actually
then,
taste like
sometimes
coffee
sometimes it's real hit or miss.
Yeah.
Because, and I know you've had a couple, and some have been dead on, and some have not been dead on. But like some people are like, oh, this tastes like a milkshake, and I'm like, not really. It tastes like a chocolate stout.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's real subtle. It tastes mostly like beer.
That's the other thing
But
too.
I'm getting some chocolate. Yes.
It actually just tastes like a beer.
And so I'm getting mostly what I'm getting right now is beer because I'm drinking the beer.
That's the best when it's like you go to some fancy fucking brewery and they're like, oh, this is a double dry hopped IPA with fucking lemon zest and fucking seaweed and horse cum, and it's like tastes like beer.
Well, first I'm
tastes-
getting a lot of beer.
It tastes like beer to me.
Well, it's like sometimes with the bourbon, it's like, what does this taste like? It tastes like bourbon.
Yeah.
But like the beer never really lives up. Like the Orange Julius did.
Yes.
Some of like the Southern Tier stuff.
That talking about Orange Julius just like Blue Moon just popped into my head as like a good example of like, oh, it's an orange. It's beer that tastes like orange. Like no, it's beer.
It tastes like beer.
It tastes like beer. It tastes 100% like beer. And then like the little orange slice that you threw in my beer probably like gave it a little bit of orange taste.
And also UFO White tastes way more like Blue Moon than Blue Moon does.
Yeah.
So there's please put that one out in your notebooks.
Yeah. No, man, this beer really tastes like oranges.
Nah.
Tastes
like beer.
Tastes like beer.
But
might smell like oranges, but like it still tastes like beer.
And it's like, okay, I see what you're saying, but
yeah,
still no. Like the Orange Julius actually tastes orange.
Right.
But you know what my aunt said too the other day? I was eating a popsicle because for whatever reason I was super craving popsicles. It was the strangest thing in the entire world. So I got one.
So you're a big gay man now.
Sure. I was gonna say it was weird that I was eating one and shoving the other one up my ass, but it was awfully refreshing. Both ends.
Really cooled down that inner temperature.
Yeah.
The core temperature brings it down.
But so I'm eating an orange popsicle, standard orange popsicle. And I was like, oh, it's like isn't that like a creamsicle? I'm like, not at all. Oh, it's a fucking I don't swear at her, but I'm like, it's an orange popsicle. Like I looked at her like she was crazy. She's like, yeah, the outside of a creamsicle. I'm like,
so orange.
this tastes like an orange popsicle.
Yeah, but it tastes like the orange part of the creamsicle. It's like,
which is an orange popsicle.
Which is just orange.
Damn. We're looking for flavor profiles of an orange popsicle. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
It tastes like you put an orange in the freezer and then ate it. Like, that's what I got.
You know what you know what it exactly tastes like? An orange goddamn popsicle, because everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. Yep.
Oh, but the cotton candy grapes.
Yeah.
I would never buy these fucking things.
Really?
I would never buy them. One, grapes do not fit the way I like to eat things that I buy for special, like, one-off occasions. Because when I buy shit, I'm all in.
Right.
So if I buy grapes, I'm probably going to eat a lot of them. And if I eat a lot of grapes, I'm going to be visiting the bathroom quite a bit. I always did that when I was a kid. My mom was like, don't eat too many grapes, your stomach's going to hurt. And I'm like, my stomach doesn't hurt, but I'm running to the bathroom every 4 minutes.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, that's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was saying.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
You didn't say that.
Yeah.
So buying a bag of grapes doesn't fit my eat the entire bag of grapes in one sitting.
Right.
It's problematic.
Right. We do tend to just eat things in one sitting.
Well, that's what I do. So, like, when I go and get like a pint of ice cream, I have no intentions of saving it.
No.
Like yesterday, I went out and I bought I wanted chips and salsa, so I got actually these things fucking smack. The jalapeno Stacy's.
They looked fucking incredible.
I
I've
ate
never seen them.
It's like I ate the entire bag. Like I don't buy a bag of fucking pita chips to not eat it.
Right.
Also, I don't buy big quantities of anything
Yeah.
because it doesn't fit my motives.
Right.
All in, all out.
Right.
One or the other.
I think the only time I'm not gonna eat an entire either pint of ice cream or bag of something or whatever is if I'm like trying to lose weight. Like
See, I have to not buy it.
I will purposely be like, I'm just gonna eat half.
And I mean, I think it's some kind of disordered eating, honestly, but I would rather not buy something
Yeah.
than save it.
Okay.
It's like one of my clients, every time he orders Chinese food, he can't save any of it. He can't fall asleep knowing it's in the house. He's like, I have to go eat it. He'll get up at 2 a.m. and go eat it.
Jesus.
It's insane.
That's kind of nice.
But I can relate.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, so the grapes, grapes themselves do not fit my all in, all out motive. They're also $6.99 a pound. That's how much like ribeyes cost.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
So grapes or ribeye steak.
Yeah.
I know which one I'm getting.
Yeah, I'm getting the ribeye.
I'm getting the ribeye like over and over.
Yes.
And then never mind that it's like usually a bag of grapes isn't just a pound.
Right. Comes in a giant fucking container.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 2 pounds usually plus. So that's 2 ribeyes versus bag of grapes.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what they taste like. They could taste like ribeyes, and I don't want them. Like that. So I saw that for the first time because I was like of clear mind at the grocery store the other day.
Yeah.
Strange.
Weird.
And I was like, oh, those cotton candy grapes. I go. I bet they're super expensive. I'm here thinking.
Yeah.
$3.99 a pound because regular ones are $1.69 a pound.
Holy shit! There's that much of a price difference.
$1.69 a pound
To $6.99.
to $6.99.
Holy shit.
I started laughing in the fucking like the produce section.
Yeah. Well, they have them everywhere in Market Basket. They have them in the very front of the store.
Yeah.
And then they had a fuck ton of them over in the produce section.
Yep.
And that's why when I saw that you had like, jotted it down to like bring it up, and I was like, I can't fucking wait because I saw them, and I'm also glad that you tried them. Because I was like, what the fuck is the deal with cotton candy grapes? Why are they called cotton candy grapes? They taste like cotton candy.
Yep.
Or is it just because they're fucking bigger? Because that's the other thing I noticed. They're a lot bigger than regular grapes.
The ones I had were probably regular grape size.
Okay. The ones I saw.
Maybe the ones I had weren't pumped full of hormones or something. But yeah, so they actually live up to the billing. I would say and I do like grapes. Also, have you ever met someone that I prefer red grapes, but have you ever met someone who will say I like red grapes and I do not like green grapes? Because I think that person is not to be trusted. And I've heard it before.
I don't think so.
And I've asked for clarification. I go, are you saying that you prefer the red over the green? No, I don't like green.
Huh.
And I'm like, you have questionable fucking character traits.
I think I might like green grapes better than red grapes.
Do you not like red grapes?
No.
Okay, see that's my only hang up. I don't care which one you like. I don't give a shit. I'm not getting into that because I'm not passionate enough about grapes. Because actually, there's sometimes the red ones, some reds are really good.
Yeah. Black
Black grapes, those can fucking get it.
Okay.
And but every once in a while you get a batch of greens that are just like, wow.
Yeah.
You know what? Old people, although slow and dangerous behind the wheel, do still serve a purpose. That's green grape sometimes.
But then I'm the opposite on wine. I prefer red wine to white wine, but I like green grapes better than red grapes.
Yeah, I cannot imagine those two are correlated.
I mean, they're made out of grapes.
They are.
Wine is made out of wine. I should
Everyone
should clarify. Wine is made out of grapes.
Grapes are also made of grapes. I don't think you need to clarify that. Grapes are made of grapes. One ingredient. It's grapes.
It's grapes. Oh man, that's a classic, like a fucking keys open doors quote.
That could be the title. Grapes are made of
Grapes are made of grapes.
Or it could be who pissed in your Cheerios.
That's a good one too.
Probably write that down before we forget.
Yeah, I'm gonna jot that down. Now that I have a notebook, if you're watching on the YouTube show, I finally broke down and bought a fucking notebook so that I could like write shit down mid-show in a situation like this and not forget about it. So that's cool. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, do we wrap up the grape thing?
I think we're done with grapes.
Okay, they're too expensive.
Yes.
The quantity thing is a problem for me. That's probably not a problem for 99% of other people. But yeah, if you can get like some sucker to buy them and like try some, I would do that.
Yeah.
Because they are good.
Definitely. Never let a sucker keep their money, right?
Yeah, and actually I think they taste more like cotton candy than the Bang cotton candy energy drink.
Okay. Interesting point. The last couple times we've been at Target, I've looked. They don't carry Rain anymore.
No, I didn't see any Rain at Target, but I have seen Bang and Rain now at Market Basket. Also, Shaw's.
Really?
Shaw's has Bang and Rain.
Okay. Because I saw the Bang at Target, and I've also seen Bang and Monster in a couple other places, and I haven't seen Rain since that time I had it like fucking 2 months ago and didn't sleep that night.
Yeah, so I've seen Rain at Shaw's, at the mobile gas station.
Okay. I didn't know if it like got pulled off the market because they realized.
Yeah, no, they have Rain. They have Rain at Market Basket.
That like it's got too much fucking shit in it. Like back in the day when they used to pull like random fucking pre-workouts, like all of a sudden pre-workouts would just disappear for like 3 months and then come back and be like, oh, a new formula. It's like, oh, okay, what did you guys put in here?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think with the pre-workouts though, it was probably like PEDs or fucking.
Yeah. I didn't know if it was like similar sitch with Rain.
Actually, not that. Maybe I should save this. I'm gonna save this.
Okay. Write it down in your notebook.
This is my dream book.
These were I write everything that I want to come true.
Denim chicken.
Oh man. Did you have anything else you wanted to cover?
In general.
Yeah.
Well, we can either wrap it up. I mean, I still have like my note about the fucking strength and conditioning nonsense.
Got a little bit of time.
Alright. So, in the last couple weeks, I've seen 2 job postings, or I know someone, actually a friend of the show, Mitch sent us a job posting, and then I saw one on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Mitch.
So,
What's up, Mitch?
he doesn't get a sub from me. He fucking called me today.
How dare he?
I don't know why. I was on the golf course too. So I saw a job posted. So the one he sent was $25,000
Yeah.
for an assistant position,
Yeah.
which we all know is full time,
Yes.
and we all know is full time plus.
Yes.
But you don't get overtime.
Nope.
You don't get hourly pay.
Nope.
You work 6 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
and you get paid for. I don't know what the
8
college is. Is it 37 and a
8
half hours?
3. Yeah.
Is it 30? It might be 37 and a half hours or 39 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Plus Saturdays, like usually have to go to games and stuff. So, so he sent that one, but I think this one absolutely takes the cake. Louisiana Monroe looking for an assistant strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah.
$12,000.
What the fuck?
$12,000.
That's like. You might as well just work for fucking Nike over in Thailand.
Well, I mean, okay, so I know.
Fucking
So not everyone who listens is strength and conditioning in the field. The way strength and conditioning jobs usually go is you're told that you're given whatever.
Yeah.
So this $12,000 might be, okay, well, we'll consider giving you some housing.
Yeah.
And, oh, it's part-time, like you're only going to work with a handful of teams. What it ends up being is 6 a.m. to
Yeah.
8.
Yes.
You're working 6, maybe 7 days a week. I don't know what the fucking deal is with Sundays.
Yeah.
Which actually, I think they usually run the guys on Sundays. But anyway, so you're doing those. You get 2 weeks off a year. You get 4th of July week and Christmas week, typically.
Yep.
Unless they just straight out just fucking can you for the next person who's gonna come in and just take the 12,000.
Right.
In which case then you get more time off, but then you are no longer receiving a paycheck. So 12 grand. Let's even just humor it. We know it's not fucking 40 hours a week.
Right.
Let's just say it
Let's
is.
just say it's 40.
Let's just say it is. So you're gonna get paid $230 a week. Is $5.76 per hour. And some of you are going to ask, well, you can't do that because it's less than minimum wage. Yes, you fucking can.
Yes.
Because what happens?
On the books, you're only working.
Yep.
15 hours a week.
Yep. So
however, if you're not there all the time, guess who's not going to have a job anymore?
Yeah, they'll
you.
Yeah, you get if you're gonna get paid to work with these 3 teams,
Yep.
which might be 12 something whatever hours a week.
Yep.
But if you're not also there for this, and this,
Yep.
then you're fired, and then it's like, oh, by the way, someone's not going to be here, so you got to cover for them.
Yep.
Oh, and hey, the lacrosse coach requested that you do their team, so you're doing them now. It's like,
Yep.
it's shit like that.
Yeah.
And then
Collegiate strength and conditioning is the worst fucking thing ever.
so what you may also be thinking, anyone that
You
know
might as well
potentially works a job, they might just say, well, why is someone going to take that?
because they have some fucking grandiose, non-realistic dream that they wrote it in their dream book that they're going to be like some head strength coach someday and they're going to run a program. Sorry, that's not going to happen.
Collegiate strength and conditioning actually has a mindset that jobs like this are a necessary step.
Yeah. Yep.
People actually jump in and say,
Yep.
well, this is just, part of the process. Working for 12 grand.
Yep.
Making $5.70, like literally working an illegal
Yep.
employment agreement.
Yeah. No, gotta do it.
Gotta do it.
Says who?
12 grand.
Because you know what? If everyone kind of like got together and was like, you know what? I don't want to fucking do this. Guess what the schools are going to have to do if they want to hire someone?
Pay them.
Yeah. If enough people, that qualified or not qualified, honestly, but if enough people were like, ha, you're going to work for $12,000 a year? You can go fuck yourself.
Well, that's the solution. Is people cannot take these positions.
Right. But they do.
They do.
They do because they're desperate, and
they look at it like.
And to go back to a previous episode, they just graduated from school and they have anywhere between $50,000 and $250,000 worth of debt, and they're like, well, I gotta get the process started now, so I might as well start making $12,000 a year now, so that 20 years from now I'll be making 60.
If you have $250,000 in debt and you took this position, 1 year later when they inevitably let you go because you're probably gonna want more money,
Yeah.
you're probably gonna have $255,000.
You're not gonna have enough to make fucking more than your interest payments.
Like, I wasn't even thinking that. Like, you're not even gonna be able to pay off your interest, the
Yeah.
payments. Like, you're not even gonna be able to pay the interest, let alone the
Right.
principal.
Right.
I was just thinking that you're probably gonna accumulate $17,000 worth of expenses in a year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you have to live somewhere.
Right. Right.
I mean, if they don't give you so the only thing we don't know is if they give you housing. Actually, this got pulled. This posting did get pulled.
Nice.
It went pretty far. Like.
Yeah.
With Twitter, like it had a lot of reach.
Yeah.
But if they like that job has to give you housing,
Right.
because where else are you gonna live? If you make $12,000 and you want to live somewhere, it's gonna cost. Well, okay, so Louisiana Monroe, what's housing there? Maybe $500 for one person, one bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Call it that.
So that's $6 grand for the year.
Yeah, that's half of your salary.
So-
Now you have to buy food. You have to buy gas for your car.
Plus, this is strength and conditioning, so you need supplements and
Yeah.
weightlifting programs and Russian manuals.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All these books and all that crap. Well, that's gonna add up to more than $6 grand. I'll tell you that much.
Yep.
Hope you like bartending.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I was gonna say before. Is if you're trying to go be like a assistant strength coach somewhere and make like dirt money, like you might as well just go be a bartender.
Well, you
Because you're gonna
usually
make
do.
you're
You
gonna
should
make
do
more
both.
you're gonna make more money
Yeah,
as a bartender.
you do.
It's fucking stupid. And I know Mitch again. Shout out, what's up, Mitch? He's hit me up on Instagram and like ranted about some strength and conditioning jobs too, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, man. It's why I don't work in the industry anymore, and it's why I gave up on the strength and conditioning, collegiate strength and conditioning realm while I was still in school. I had a really really shitty experience with University of South Carolina and everything like that, and I was like, this is what this is gonna be? Yeah, you guys go fuck yourself. I'm out. So that was like a whole thing. Did I ever tell you about that?
Briefly.
Yeah. So I was supposed to, I'm not going to name any names, but I was supposed to have an internship at the University of South Carolina. Go Gamecocks. And it was for the spring semester. They weren't providing me with anything, literally. So I was going to be an unpaid intern, and I also had to get my own housing while I was down there, and also pay for my fucking apartment in Bridgewater at the same time somehow also. And then
Yeah, I won't fault them for that one.
yeah, no. That's on me. I get that. However, leading up to that, so spring semester starts in January.
Also, for anyone who doesn't know, strength and conditioning internships typically are unpaid.
Oh yeah.
That's not going anywhere. I don't see that changing whatsoever.
No, most internships are unpaid. That's
unless you go into a real profession.
Yeah, but so spring semester starts in January. Somewhere around like October, November, I don't want to say I say it always in jest. I broke my back. It always reminds me of fucking Mike Tyson. Broke his back, spinal. But it's I fractured my L5 vertebrae, and I herniated the disc in between. Well, I think it was either L5 and L4 or L5 and S1, whatever it was. That disc was herniated, and I fractured the actual vertebrae. And at 20 years old, I had sciatica, like painful fucking sciatica in my leg. And I couldn't fucking do anything. Like I couldn't lay down, like let alone fucking do anything. Like I was out of the gym for, I didn't touch a weight for like 3 months, because I couldn't. Everything hurt. So I was like, I made the phone call. Well, first of all, I talked to my advisor at the time, and told her the situation. She told me that it was all in my head. Okay. So I go to the doctor, I get the MRI confirms everything. So then my advisor at the time goes, well, you need to call this person and explain. So I pick up the phone, like an adult, and I call the guy who
What's an adult?
Yeah, I don't know. I call the guy who was the one of the assistant strength coaches at the University of South Carolina at the time. He's not there anymore. But I go, hey man, listen, I got some really bad news. Like, I'm not gonna make it down in the spring. I fractured my vertebrae and I herniated my disc, and like I'm dealing with some serious fucking pain. I can't sit, stand, walk for longer. Like I haven't been in the gym for a month. This was probably like end of November, beginning of December time. And to which his response was, yeah, okay, well, sounds like you really just don't want it, and honestly, like, I don't want you here if you don't want to be here. And essentially, like, called me a pussy, and was like, we got guys that are still here on torn ACLs and everything. And I was like, yeah, man, that's cool and all, but like, I don't know if you heard when I said that I can't even lay down and I can't stand. So like, I don't know what good I'm gonna be. And he pretty much like, whatever. It was a whole fucking thing. So we hang up the phone, and after that conversation, I was like, if this is collegiate strength and conditioning, this can get fucked. Which turns out it was, and it did get fucked because I never went back into collegiate strength and conditioning ever again.
The most I ever did was one hockey team at a small school locally, and I pretty much called the shots.
Yeah. So.
Otherwise, I've had no fucking desire to do it.
Yeah, collegiate strength and conditioning blows. If anyone out there is listening and they want to get into it, do yourself a favor, don't.
If I'm gonna work fucking 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., I better fucking be my own boss.
Right, absolutely.
Because it's like, I do that bullshit now, like, if we're gonna talk hourly wage, it's abysmal, but,
Yeah.
like, at least, like, today, I decided that I was leaving at 2 o'clock, and I went and played golf, and then I came back here, fell asleep on the couch. Like,
Yeah, there you go.
it's not very often I get to do shit like that,
Right.
but you never get to do that when you work for someone else.
No. So, we'll start wrapping it up.
Yeah.
We got.
I'm going for it. Alright. I guess I'm not gonna try to insult your intelligence here, but do you know what SARMs are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Selective androgen response. Selective androgen reuptake modifiers. That's what it stands for.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, we had this discussion at
Not
work
to be
the other day.
confused with SERMs, which are selective estrogen reuptake modifiers. But continue.
No, we're talking SARMs.
Yeah.
So, it gets brought up. One of my current interns has taken them before.
Mm-hmm.
One of my athletes knows someone who took them, and he put on like 50 pounds and is just like yoked out of his mind.
Yeah.
And it's like he didn't fail the drug test because it
Took a shitty drug test.
well apparently, so I guess whatever, because there were no anabolic agents in it.
Are they
Or
in
the-
high school?
College. Division 3.
Must be a very fucking rudimentary drug test.
I think they're only administering the drug test to say they administered the drug test.
Yeah, like the.
I don't think they actually want to find anything. It's more work.
It's the classic five drug test from CVS, where it just tests for like cocaine, heroin, weed, and fucking whatever else is in the 5, amphetamines and like something else.
Yeah. So I guess because there's no anabolic agents in them, like he passed the drug test. Whatever. The kid is just like out of his mind right now.
He should have failed.
Yeah, probably. But he didn't. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so they were talking about it, and I guess the origin of them is like horse drinks, like horse steroids and stuff.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them, or at least like a specific line of them, there's nothing human derived in some of them.
Yeah.
Like it's only like.
That's a lot of stuff, actually. Like if you get legitimate, like a vial of testosterone, whether it's ethionate or cypionate, whatever, like that's more often than not, I believe it's plant derived. Like it's not human, and it's not animal either.
And I guess the logic behind the SARMs is it also doesn't raise your testosterone levels.
Right.
Directly.
Right.
But it changes the chemical makeup of everything.
Right, and it changes what those do mainly, the SERMs and the SARMs, are alter your ratios. So your ratio of estrogen to testosterone, or testosterone to what's the other one? It's not adenosine because that's like adenosine triphosphate. That's ATP. There's one that starts with an A. That's the androgen hormone. But there's so it changes your ratios. So like if you're taking SARMs, it's the selective androgen reuptake, whatever the fuck the M is that I forget already again. Modifier. Yeah, so that just means that like it stops the reuptake of the androgens, so they sit around in your system longer. So like, real quick fucking biology lesson here, kids. Your body spits out, let's call it testosterone. Your cells use it, and then there's some testosterone left over that hasn't been used. It gets sucked back in. That's called reuptake. So when you take these reuptake modifiers, it stops the process of reuptake. So then whatever you're stopping the reuptake for leaves it in the system longer. So instead of, again, I'm using very rudimentary fucking numbers here, but let's just say, you know, instead of 10 seconds of testosterone, you might have 10 minutes before your cells reuptake. It's also the same way how SSRIs work. So like your antidepressant drugs, because SSRI stands for selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor.
Yes.
So serotonin is like the happy fucking neurotransmitter. So when
Keeps you hanging around longer.
when you're blocking the reuptake, you're not getting more serotonin. You have the same amount of serotonin, but it just sticks around longer. Same fucking idea with SERMs and SARMs.
So then, you know, we're kind of like going through this, we're reducing a couple things, and we got a lot of people involved, and I'm like, man, if I had a boss, I'd be getting fired right now. I'm talking about fucking PEDs. But, so, like, we're trying, like, so one kid's like trying to like wrap his head around, he's like, so they're not bad for you. And the kid who was taking them in turn goes, oh, no, they're extremely carcinogenic. They're very, very bad for you. Like, you it doesn't play necessarily with your hormones. It might not necessarily have any anabolic agents, but he goes, there's like tons of carcinogens in them.
I mean, I don't know if I necessarily buy that. Maybe the SARMs are a little different, but I know SERMs are Nolvadex and what's the other one? Arimidex.
So what does a spinning thing of people's addresses have to do with any of what I'm talking
That's a Rolodex. So
Same thing.
Nolva is actually tamoxifen. Like the drug name is tamoxifen, which is a breast cancer drug. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say those are not carcinogenic because you're not going to give someone with breast cancer more cancer.
Right. Well, I don't know what's in the androgen.
Yeah. That's a clone.
Agreed.
I'm well versed.
Well, this is why I'm asking.
I'm well versed in the fucking
pharmaceuticals.
Pharmaceutical industry.
Well, this is why I'm asking because
Yeah.
I'm A, trying to sort through the bullshit,
Right.
but B, trying to like
Yeah.
figure it out. So anyway, so then naturally, where do you even like get some of this? Online, nutrition store, ask for the horse tranks, like
Yeah.
it's all behind the desk.
Yeah.
No, not GNC, but
No.
go to a smaller store.
There was a place back home growing up in a nearby town that I'm not going to name because it's a dead giveaway. Everyone's going to, well, I can say the town name.
It's in Everett.
It's in Everett. You knew it. You knew
Yeah.
exactly which one it was. But there was a place we used to go to in high school, and you used to walk in and you would ask for something, and they would be like, well, which one do you want? And I'll never forget the first time I went in with Bill, and Bill was like, what do you mean? Like, I want that one over there. And he like pulled some shit out from underneath the fucking counter and was like, you sure you don't want this? And he was like, yeah, no, I don't want that. And then everything they punch into the register is fake, and they have a notebook that they keep next to the register, and they just wrote down like what they sold and how much it sold for, and then they just like punch the fucking open button on the register. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I never actually went into that place.
Yeah, it was great.
But I would say I had a kid I knew a kid from Everett who had graduated. He goes, I'm graduating now, I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
Yeah.
He goes, the stuff we were on, holy shit.
Yeah. It works. Hey man, no one ever said that steroids don't work.
No, they don't. They don't work if you don't train.
Yes, that is the big misconception. You're not just going to take steroids and look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You have to work like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, you actually have to work moderately hard because usually most of generally speaking, a lot of times they're helping you with recovery.
Yeah.
So if you're not recovering from anything, then they aren't doing anything.
So I explained it to people at work the other day because somehow it came up and I was talking about it because they were like, oh, like, I'd love to do that someday, whatever. And I was like, listen, dude, like, because they don't come from the same background as us. And little do they know that I'm also, I was involved in the pharmaceutical world for a little while. But I was like, the best way to describe it is like if you do a really hard, heavy workout on a Monday, you know how you're sore sometimes until Thursday? They're like, yeah. It's like if you took steroids, the soreness would be gone by like the end of the day on Tuesday. Or you just like wouldn't get sore at all.
Yeah. And then obviously there's a little bit of growth and shit like that.
Yeah.
But that's the big one. It
Yeah,
allows
they're
you to
there for
train
recovery.
harder, more frequently.
Because if you ask any guy that used to work out heavily in high school, ask them, do you remember ever getting sore? Because I don't. And that's when your testosterone is through the fucking roof. 16, 17, 18 years old, working out all the time. I never got fucking sore. Like, I don't ever remember getting sore until college. I don't know if that was just because I did a combination of, like, I didn't know what I was doing really, or doing different stuff, but, like, I was never, like, crippled at fucking 17, outside of, like, I got sore from playing football and getting fucked up, but, like, I never got sore from lifting weights. Like, I wasn't like, oh man, I can't walk up these stairs today because I fucking squatted too much yesterday.
That was definitely college.
That was college. So that's essentially what you're doing. You're just giving yourself superhuman fucking levels of testosterone.
I will say though, my kids, they will, so if they're new, it's hard for them to get sore, but returners, they get crushed.
Yeah.
Like the first day back.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, that's all that shit is. But yeah, SERMs are Nova and Arimidex. SARMs, the main one is Clomid. You would take
Indeed.
in a post cycle, or you would take the estrogen ones during your cycle, and you would take the androgen ones post cycle to avoid gyno. And HCG was another thing you would take too, but that one's like a bitch to do.
I just think it's all phenomenal because I always think to dodgeball. The girl gets popped for fucking beaver tranks.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, every time someone mentions that, because it gets brought up all the time, because a couple of kids are like really, they're in high school, they're guys, they're
curious.
young,
They're curious.
they're really fascinated with supplements and lifting and all that crap. They still think it's all important and shit. And
Yeah. They think what protein powder they're using is making a difference.
matters. Yeah.
It's like, no, buy whatever the cheapest one is and just eat a fat fucking steak when you get home.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, like pre-workouts matter. It's like shit like that.
Yeah. I haven't taken pre-workout in probably fucking 4 years.
I know a kid who takes 3 scoops a day.
Yeah.
That is.
I think I know the same kid. I know who you're talking
That
about.
is a gram of caffeine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's because 1 scoop doesn't do it for him.
Yeah. I want you to look up adrenal fatigue.
Myths and misconceptions.
Yeah. Oh, that doesn't exist.
So I don't remember what made me think of that though, because something made me think of that halfway through the show.
That we talked about.
But I don't remember why. I just brought that up.
Yeah.
But that was a good science minute.
Yeah. Good science stuff. And again, if you guys are curious about biology and how that works, hit us up. Sarcasm Speaks Pod on Instagram.
So the Punnett Square is if your father.
Oh, dude, I love Punnett Squares.
The easiest things in the world.
I fucking used to crush Punnett Squares.
How do you
That's
not?
awesome.
They are the one universal thing in biology. Sorry, biology has a couple things that are just universally understood. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah. I love all those memes.
So everyone knows that.
Yes.
But everyone also knows how to execute a Punnett Square.
Yes.
And they typically are very fond of them because they're the easiest things in the world.
Oh yeah, they're great. Oh, it's great.
Typically, people know what mitosis is too.
Right. And meiosis.
Just sex cells.
Yeah.
I bet you more people will forget meiosis than you think.
Yeah, that's true. I enjoy biology. I'm a fucking biology teacher.
Nerd.
I have my teaching license.
Nerd.
That I'm not using.
You're not a biology teacher if you don't teach biology.
This is true. You are not wrong. But I could teach biology if I wanted to. I just don't want to. So, my final thought, completely unrelated to biology, is so yesterday you made a trash run, which for those of you that are like, what the fuck? He didn't go to the dump. We call trash like shitty food. Junk food. So you went to, did you go to Target?
No, I went to Big Y.
You went to Big Y. So you came back.
Does that change the final thought?
No, it's still trash. It's still a trash run. So you came back and you had Italian ice.
Yep.
And I got so happy. I fucking love Italian ice, and I forgot how much that I love it. It's so fucking good.
The cherry Italian ice fucking slaps.
Cherry Italian ice slaps. Like, slaps your ball sack. Like, it's incredible. It's so good. And anyone out there that's like, oh, are you talking about slush? No. Go fuck yourself right
It's
now.
not slush.
It's not slush. You can...
Slush is also very good.
Very unpolitely, go fuck yourself. Italian ice is not slush. It is...
But you should only go fuck yourself for thinking
Yeah.
that they're the same. They
It only comes in 2 flavors, right? Cherry and lemon?
No.
That's all that's all I've ever seen.
There's blue, but it's not like...
Yeah.
I think it's more of a blue raz than a blue vanilla.
Okay.
Usually I don't like to specify my blues.
Yeah, it's just blue.
Usually it's just blue, but not in this case. Because you'll get it and be like, oh, this isn't blue.
Yeah.
This is something impostering. They had a mango one.
Really? I've honestly only really ever seen cherry or lemon. I think those are the big ones. So also, my
Fuck, there's another one.
the most of my final thought is it's Luigi's or Get the Fuck Up.
Is that what I bought?
Yeah. That's like the only Italian ice that exists in my world.
Yeah, there's another one at Big Y. I can't think of what it's called.
Yeah, it can get fucked.
And the most confusing thing though is Richie's Italian ice is slush.
Yeah, it is.
So Richie's Italian ice is not Italian ice.
No, it's slush. Like
It's
I said,
slush.
you can unpolitely go fuck yourself. If you're gonna
Well,
think that
so here's the
slush
thing: is
Italian
people that
ice.
are listening might be, a little like, I don't want to call them uncultured swines. They might just not know any better.
Yeah.
And the only-
Culture up,
the only-
fuckers.
The only reason is because I don't know how many people really have the Italian background and know this shit.
You happen to be blessed with 2 hosts that are Italian. So
Yeah.
we're gonna fucking school you on this.
So, but that's the thing. So Richie's Italian ice is really, really good slush,
Yeah.
but it's not Italian ice. So
No.
deceiving.
Right.
Luigi's you can buy at the store,
Mm-hmm.
which I actually don't know if I've ever been able to buy Luigi's like at a place. You can buy it in the freezer anywhere.
Yeah.
And the cherry
Yeah.
fucking slaps. So I ate.
So good.
So I ate a cherry and a lemon last night. I gave you a cherry, and then I ate 2 lemons and a cherry today. And I gotta say, so I went to Target today because I needed to get Pedialyte and toilet paper,
Yeah.
and they didn't have any Italian ice. I was gonna buy more.
Fuck. That's shitty. Can't believe they don't have Italian ice.
I mean, I can. It's Target.
Yeah.
The fact that they even have groceries is a bit
Yeah, that's a bonus.
strange. Still strange to me.
Yeah. It's so fucking good. Like, if you've never had Italian ice, you need to just go do it. Just go out to the store and just fucking buy it. Do yourself a favor. Get the Luigi's cherry.
Yeah, if you can get a
And
box of
thank-
cherry by itself,
Thank me later.
get it. If you're stuck with lemon and cherry, who knows? You might actually like the lemon for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, lemon's not bad. I
It's
don't hate
fine,
it.
but compared to cherry, it's just so inferior.
Oh, yeah. Cherry, it's...
Now, lemon Italian ice compared to no Italian ice is still better.
yes. Italian ice is also, wait for it, better than slush. much better than the slush, in my opinion.
Lemon slush is better than lemon Italian ice.
Yes. That's tough, but I'll give it to you. I'll give that to you.
And then the other flavors are to be reviewed.
Yeah. Well, like, so for me, you know what? I take that back. Fuck that. I still like Italian ice. I'm sticking to my guns. I gotta stick to my guns.
Well, because there's something about a blue vanilla slush.
Right. That's
that is
good.
just quite good.
But my gripe with slush is that once you get to like halfway, it just turns into water.
No.
Like
You
water.
can't. Okay, no. You can't eat it like a psychopath. You can't like drink your slush. No. That does not work.
Are you a scooper?
You have to be.
I'm a slurper.
Well, no shit. You hate slush.
I never said I hated slush.
No, I heard it. You said I hate slush. Dude, you can't eat. You gotta eat slush like it's Italian ice. Now the consistency is not the same.
No, it's not. Italian
So,
ice is much thicker.
I'm not saying that they're the same. It's usually harder too.
Yeah. So someone described it to me once as like, oh, it's same thing as sorbet. No, you can also fuck
No,
yourself.
sorbet can go fuck
You
yourself,
can
too.
also go fuck yourself. Italian ice
Do
is
not tell me
sorbet.
it's fucking sorbet. Honestly, the best way I can describe it is it's a more frozen slush, but
Yeah.
also better.
It's thicker. It's like
Yeah,
it's like use like real fruit almost.
No, I
but
know
not-
what you're saying. It's less watery,
Yeah.
but
It's pasty.
yeah.
It's like if
like-
slush is like marinara sauce, Italian ice is tomato paste. You like that analogy?
I might allow it. But yes,
Yeah.
it's like a more frozen, more concentrated.
Yeah, there you go.
More frozen, more concentrated slush.
Yeah.
So basically, if you took like the one shitty part about slush and took it out of slush, you get Italian ice.
Yes.
Now, on that note, since we're talking about it, you need to stop drinking your slush.
Apparently. So
Yeah.
at the beginning, I'll scoop it because you can't really slurp a fucking. It's a solid.
Yeah.
So like it's got to get a little bit of consistency to it, but then once it goes like by halfway, once you start slurping it, it just turns into fucking water and shaved ice.
Yeah. So this is why
You like suck all the juices.
a
out.
straw is the wrong utensil for slush.
Right.
Spoon and spoon only. That's what you should be given.
But they give you a straw
Depends on where
with
you go.
with the little scoopy thing.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the slush straw.
Yes. If you go to a legitimate slush place,
Yeah.
like some place that actually knows what the fuck they're doing,
Yeah.
you'll
Like
get
a
a spoon.
like a gelato store.
No. Dairy Maid in Malden?
I don't think I've ever been.
Fuck. Is that what it was called? I don't know. We used to go there. I don't even remember how to get there. I used to know how to get there in high school. I do not know how to navigate Malden at all. I used to be able to
No.
drive to that place.
No, Malden's a weird place to navigate.
And there were no straws. There were no scoop straws. You got a spoon with slush. That's what you got.
They didn't fuck around.
And that was the appropriate way. That is the appropriate way to eat slush.
Okay.
So that should probably close the gap for you between Italian ice and slush. Now you don't have to flip favors, but it should close the gap.
Yeah. Okay.
Because a blue vanilla slush,
It's just so good.
it's so fucking good.
It's so fucking good.
And whatever it was at Dairy Maid, if that's even what the fucking place was called, they used to have like a red, white, and blue slush, which I believe like was close to a hospital in case you need to get your foot cut off from a diabetic coma. Oh my god, it was so fucking good.
Did you ever have a slush explosion?
Perhaps we're discussing the same thing. What's a slush explosion?
It's soft serve ice cream
Oh,
mixed with slush.
No, I
That-
can't have ice cream, thanks.
That fucking slaps. You get from wherever that place was on Highland Ave in Malden. Was it Richardson's? Richie's? Richie? No, I don't know.
On Highland Ave?
Yeah.
Wasn't that Spatafora?
Spatafora that's the one. You go there, you get a fucking slush explosion. That's how you knew it was summertime. You want to talk creamsicle? You get fucking vanilla ice cream with orange slush. Now there's your fucking creamsicle. It's so fucking good it'll make you creamsicle your pants. It's fucking delicious.
On slush now.
Right? I want a slush explosion.
I don't.
But I don't want to drive to Malden. It's the only place I know. It's so fucking good.
You think the ice cream place at the street has slush?
Maybe.
They probably don't. I bet you they only have ice cream and sorbet.
Fucking.
Oh, would you like some sorbet?
Get the fuck out of here.
You know,
Fancy
people
fucking
say that to me
words.
too, because it's like, yeah, no, I can't have dairy. It's like, oh, well, they probably have like sorbet. Like, I can probably just go fucking shove a pineapple up my ass
Yeah.
too.
What kind of person do you think I am? You think I'm some fucking fancy person that's gonna
Sorbet
Sorbet.
sucks.
get out of here?
Sorbet sucks.
Get out of here with your silent fucking tea.
Actually, I guess
Sorbet. Give me some sorbet.
really, sorbet is just a fucking inferior version of Italian ice.
It is.
Because the consistency is the same,
Right.
but the frozenness and usually the texture
Yeah, we'll call it
isn't
texture.
isn't the same.
Yeah, I don't know if I've even ever had sorbet, to be honest.
Well, I mean, I've had to play this game because it's like, oh, you can have sorbet. It's like, okay, I guess that's kind of cool because it's like fruit ice cream, and I'm like, well, this sucks.
This fucking blows. I want ice cream.
Yeah, this is not I'd rather have nothing than whatever this abomination is.
Oh man. Well, that's our ice cream rant. So, thanks everybody for listening. Make sure you're subscribed wherever you're at. Whatever fucking platform you're using to listen to us talk about dumb shit. We came a long way from the very beginning. Talking about some dumbass fucking being tired and Shark Week and bitching at each other to.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna jump down my throat that early into a show, it's gonna be a rocky start.
Yeah.
Because it always takes me a little bit to get going.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna
You gotta warm up.
if you're gonna come at me guns blazing that early,
You gotta warm up the engines.
like that's not gonna work.
I like to just rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah, it doesn't work though, because I just get really fucking mad. I actually held back though, thank God.
Well, hopefully it made for good listening.
Hope so. That was almost a walk off. Like fuck this recording, we'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah. So if you stuck around, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you made it through the first 5 minutes of us just fucking bitching at each other. And then thanks for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, all fucking 2 of you that watch on YouTube. But
We love both of you equally.
yeah, keep spreading the word about the audio show too while you're at it. We are, fuck, what did I say the other day? We finally hit Europe. We're in Germany.
Yeah.
We had a download in Germany, so shout out to that one person in Germany, and you're the best. You're our first European listener. Now
If we get 50 German listeners, we'll make a music video for Du Hast.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely we will. So get some fucking friends, whoever you are in Germany, and start telling people. Because if we hit that, we'll make a fucking Du Hast video. That's awesome. We're gonna post it on YouTube, which means you have to go to fucking YouTube to watch it, you fucks. What else? Yeah, we're in Germany. We hit somewhere else too. We went back somewhere else in Africa. There's a second country. Nigeria, yeah. So it's cool shit. We're getting there, little by little. Hopefully, eventually, too, we'll have some fucking sponsors that want to pay us to talk about dumb shit and argue with each other and talk about how much better Italian ice is than slush.
Or about steroids and other people.
Yeah, that too. I'm sure that's great. Fuck. We're on it. Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. We are on Twitter at Sarcasm_speaks. Again, subscribe wherever you're listening. Tell some friends. Tell some family members. Then apologize for it. And that's going to do it. Until next time. Good night.